Hello everybody, this is Mr. Bobby's Models. I hope you are safe and well. Today I was kind of feeling a bit sad and I've had to sell a few models recently that I really loved and I was a little bit sad about it. Over the years of collecting I've had to sell a lot of models that I've really loved, but I'm very fortunate that a lot of my collection is made up of models that really mean a lot to me. So today I thought I would do something really nice and positive. I thought I would share a few models with you that mean so much to me in my collection, and I just don't think my collection would be mine without these models. First model I'm going to show you today is Isadora Cruz. She was my very first Breyer traditional. I got her 10 years ago, well over 10 years ago now. She's very dusty, ignore that. I begged my parents to buy me a Breyer traditional for my 11th birthday 10 years ago, and they eventually said yes, and I spent like a good 2 months picking out which Breyer traditional I wanted for my very first Breyer, and I ended up choosing this girl, and I'm just so happy. She was a regular run at the time, and I love her to pieces. She's amazing. Her hoof is even worn down. I've loved her so much over the years. But I was also kind of precious about her. Like, even when I was 11 years old, I used to play with her, but I still kind of used to take care of her. So she's got a couple of rubs, but she's actually in pretty good condition. I would just never sell this girl. She's just staying forever. I love her so much. And yeah. Moving on to another traditional. These are all traditionals actually. So this is Banks Vanilla. She was a regular run a few years ago. When her pictures very first came out, I thought she was super plain and super boring. And then I just kind of fell in love with her. So I asked my boyfriend for her for my birthday. I think it was last year. And anyway, he actually did buy her for me along with a few stablemates. And yeah, so she's the first Breyer traditional that my boyfriend ever bought me, and it means a lot to me that he bought her. She's so cute, and she's ended up being one of my favorites in my entire collection. I adore this mold. It's the sassiest thing I've ever seen. I absolutely love it. She's so simple, but there's just something really special about her, and I'm really grateful to my boyfriend that he bought her for me. I love that they've made this mold a stablemate mold now. It just makes it even cooler. So yeah, I really love her. Then we have this guy. His OF name is like Wap Spotted or something, or like WAP Spotted. He's an Appaloosa from a while ago. He has kind of a vintage look to him, although I think he was produced like 2001. Something like that, maybe 2000. I did actually post off, I had an original Secretariat and I posted him off today. Sadly, I had to sell him because I'm out of room and I'm expecting Breyerfest horses. So sadly he had to go and I was really sad about it. But I still have this guy. He was actually one of my very first Breyer traditionals. I got him off eBay and he's literally travelled the world with me. He's been to the US with me. He's been to Menorca with me. He's been to Spain with me. He's been to Wales with me twice, I think. He comes to live shows with me as a mascot. I never show him. Actually, I showed him once in like a sentimental models class, but like I don't live show him. He has flaws. He did come with his original box and tag, but sadly I don't think I have those anymore. But yeah, he's been with me for 10 years now. So I love him so much. And yeah, he's just one that I would never get rid of. This girl here is the Partly Cloudy Weather Girl from the Treasure Hunt series. This girl is stunning. First of all, I actually bought her at an Utterly Horses live show workshop day. If you live in the UK and you ever went to one of those, let me know, because they were so much fun. Sadly, Utterly Horses isn't in existence anymore. But for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there was this company that was a UK Breyer stockist, and they used to run really awesome events for UK collectors with like workshops on how to paint models, make tack, etc. And then they always had a live show. I bought her at one of those fun days, I think it was in Shropshire, and I just have loved her ever since. And I actually showed her last year at a live show, and she came third in, I believe, a part-bred Arab class or something like that. So yeah, I really love this girl so much, and she's one that I would dearly miss if I ever sold her, which I wouldn't do. She's absolutely stunning. I love the Weather Girls, and I wish I bought more Weather Girls when they were still available, because now they're kind of hard to get. This is a model that a lot of people request to see on my Instagram. This is Bobby. So this is a portrait model of my real horse, who is called Bobby. He looks a funny colour in this lighting. He's an absolutely stunning colour in person. He's done by Shannon's Custom Model Horses on Facebook. Yeah, I absolutely love this guy. He's so cute. And I think the Idicus mold has a face that just looks so much like Bobby. My Bobby's not a warm blood. He's actually a thoroughbred cross, Welsh section D. So he's not warm blood at all, but the face on this mold just reminds me a lot of Bobby. And the mane is kind of like Bobby's mane. And yeah, I like the resemblance in this mold, even though breed-wise it's not super duper accurate. But I love this guy so much. I actually have a portrait foal resin of Bobby, so it's painted to look like what Bobby would have looked like as a foal, which is so cute. So I actually have two portrait models of Bobby. This is the first one I've got, and it's the only traditional scale one I have. And yeah, I love him. Next up is Sprinkles. Oh, I love this girl so much. She is a Breyer 2009 special run. She's a swishy tail lady phase. Oh my goodness, I love this horse so much. She was my biggest grail ever. I have an unboxing video of her on my YouTube channel if you would like to see it. I love her so much. I've always wanted one. She's been one of my favourite models Breyer have ever made for years. She is incredible. She is like live auction model quality. I don't know if you can see the amount of detail on this girl, but it's absolutely incredible. Breyer do not make special runs like this anymore. The quality is incredible. I love her so much. So yeah, and she's in really nice condition. So she's one that is just like staying with me forever. So this is Reggie. This is a celebration model for Breyerfest 2020. I actually have two of these guys. This is my out of box one, and I do have one that is still in the box. He is very sentimental to me because this was actually my very first Breyerfest ever in my 10 years of collecting. And so this was the first celebration model that I've ever received for like free or included with my ticket price, and I just love him. He came with flaws, but his shading is absolutely incredible, and it's not going to show up on this camera and this lighting, but I just absolutely adore him so much. And I'm so happy to have him, and to have an in-box one to keep as a keepsake too. He's going to stay with me forever, and he's a nice memory to have from my first Breyerfest. So that's him. And then the last model I'm going to show you today is another one that people like to see. This is my Allegro custom. He's by Yellow Box Equine Art, and I'm honestly a little bit scared to touch him. He is stunning. I love this guy. He's a resculpted Allegro, so he has little forward-facing ears and a new mane and forelock, and oh my goodness, he's probably the most stunning model, and he's extra special. Oh my god, look how cute he is. He's extra special to me because my boyfriend actually bought him for me. This model went up for sale on Yellow Box Equine Arts page on Facebook, and I didn't have the money at the time. But I was literally listing models for sale left, right and centre. to be able to get the money so I could pay for him. Anyway, so the lady at Yellow Box Equine said that he'd actually sold to somebody else. Turns out it was my boyfriend, who later said he's never seen me so excited about a model in his entire life, and he just couldn't not buy him for me. So I'm extremely thankful to my boyfriend. This is probably the most stunning model that the most stunning custom I could ever own. I love his resculpted ears, and as you can see, he's a very similar colour and pattern to my real horse, which is also potentially why I have a soft spot for him. But yeah, I just adore this horse so much. Look at that light brown muzzle. My real horse has a light brown muzzle like that. So cute. So anyway, that's it for today's video. I thought I would just do a chilled one and show you all of my sentimental ponies. I love them very much. To be honest, there are so many more models in my collection that are sentimental to me that I could have picked out for this video. This is just a handful. I will be doing a full collection tour soon too, once all of my Breyerfest models are here. So look out for that. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Goodbye!